Sipping syrup and it ease the pain. Watching the world turn cold like seasons that change. Your old can I turn on you for a little change. Loyalty or love, I never love again. 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 Pain hit different. Got me popping these prescriptions. I just wanted they support. Why the fuck I couldn't get it?
Alright, y'all, welcome back to Bosses and Brunches. It's Indy, aka It's Goddess to You, and I'm sitting here with
K Productions, produced by K. What's up?
and
Top of the line music, main artist, Brf Huncho Sosa.
okay. So we hope y'all ready for this episode. We gonna get a little bit into Huncho Sosa's life, how he got started with music. Y'all just gonna be able to get to know him, fall in love with him, and hopefully download his music after this episode. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So let's talk about who is Huncho Sosa.
Huncho Sosa, that's the artist. This Cashville Music City Miracle. I ain't gonna say I'm next up, and this me not being arrogant, but
You next up.
I'm next up.
I mean, you gotta go ahead and put that out into the universe. You know, I
Yeah.
believe
It's
what you
exactly,
speak
yeah.
comes,
Into existence,
Indeed.
manifestation.
Manifestation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you gotta manifest that. So I'm gonna ask you again, who is Huncho Sosa?
I'm next up.
Oh,
I got to sit on my back.
you got to sit on your back. I like that. So first, let's talk about how did you get the name Huncho Sosa?
Really, like, I always went by with it growing up. That was my hood name, like my tag name. So I knew I couldn't use that doing marketing or nothing like that, because to be with it, you gotta always be with it. And what I rap about is on a different scale than who that said so. BRF stand for Black Royalty Family. Huncho the biggest, and Sosa, I never wanted to be Tony Montana. I wanted to be Sosa.
What does Sosa stand for you?
Top. It's the same thing as Huncho, the head,
Okay.
where it all started from.
Okay. Dang. Okay, I like that. So Tony Montana versus Sosa. What's the difference?
Tony Montana wanted to be Sosa. He wanted to be the boss. He didn't get to make it because his attitude.
Okay. So obviously I'm green to Sosa. I know I heard about Tony Montana, but I'm definitely real green to Sosa. But thank you for enlightening me on this. Obviously he was
the plug.
he was the plug. He was the top of the line. Okay, dope. So let's talk about, like, how did you get to be able to be as creative as you are? And that goes along with your childhood, like growing up. Like, how was that?
Growing up?
Yeah.
Growing up, like my life, I always been in the streets, like from my family. I ain't gonna just throw it all out there, but like as far as dead names and stuff. But I'm just saying, my mom and my dad were both in the streets, and my whole family was in the streets, whether it was robbing, dealing, doing drugs, whatever it was. Like, that's all I seen. I had a choice to go another route, because I'm one of the ones to say I'm not a product of my environment.
Okay.
I'm a product of my decisions.
Yeah.
So it's like, but that's all I knew. Jordan wasn't my role model. It was what I seen that was my role model. Those I seen with the money, the cars, living this certain life. And it just, as a kid growing up in this, it's like flashing lights. Like when they say walking into heaven, you see a light.
Yeah.
That's what I seen. I seen a light. Like
That's what you wanted.
That's what I wanted at the time.
Okay. So you feel like that's something that affects a lot of children these days, like what they see, like their environment.
Yeah, it's the environment that they in and what they see. What you grow up around is 98% of what you're gonna be turned into.
Do you feel like you can beat that though?
Yeah, you can beat it because it's your decision. Once you grow to a certain age, like, okay, I went to prison when I was 16, but I had been in and out of juvenile since I was 12, in and out of trouble since I was like 7. So it's like, if you don't make that 5-second decision to send yourself to prison or send yourself to the graveyard, then it's like you got a percentage of making a better decision, whether you go to school for nursing, which is most females. You feel me? Because it go both routes. It go both routes. Like most females,
it do be the females that be CNAs, RNs.
Yeah, so they gonna go that route. But, and most men, the 2% men, if they don't start their own business,
they gonna become rappers.
No.
Okay.
They not.
Everybody is rapping.
No, everybody is rapping, but this is the whole thing. Most men, they gonna work a job. They cool with it. They consent with what they got going on.
Right.
As far as they taking care of their family and all that. The females, they gonna work whatever job they gonna work for a long time and then go to school to be a nurse.
He ain't lying though, sadly.
You know what I'm saying?
Sadly.
But
thank God I beat that. Hold on, because me personally, I'm not a stud. I'm not in any of that. No offense to the LGBTQ ABC community. I don't know the whole alphabet, but no offense. Please don't cancel me, and I'm just now getting started. But I'm not a part of that because I'm not a CNA. I'm an accountant. I do have a degree, but I'm pursuing entrepreneurship. I got the podcast I host, so I'm host, not hoe. I know that came out a different way. Host, HOST. I host events and things like that. So I get it though. And when you talk about the men and holding jobs, you talking about men and not the grown ass boys at this point.
Yeah, I'm talking about men.
Okay.
I'm talking about, now when I say men, I mean a man, like
not the grown ass boys that's 45 and out here still playing in the streets, cheating, not trying to take care of home.
Yeah, because don't nobody want to be like that.
Don't want to settle down.
Their whole life.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just listen. Okay, you can keep going. Yeah. My bad, y'all. I be having to get a little.
Yeah. So that's what like.
I threw you off there.
Nah, he ain't talking about.
India got to get clarity.
Okay, so what was I at?
I knew I threw you off.
You basically talking about decision making.
Yeah.
No, he passed the decision making. We talking about the men and the women and their careers and how they,
So look, when you go to prison, this something I see too. I went to prison. I came home out rap, but I didn't pay attention to how many people go to prison and come home and rap.
Because they got a lot to say.
That's like
so that's what. Okay, so this what we were going to. All this right here, my childhood, growing up. I ain't gonna say I had the worst childhood. I ain't had the best childhood, but I ain't had the worst childhood.
Right.
Okay. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just was a badass child.
At least you.
I used to run away from home. So I ran away from home. I was like 13 years old because I was on probation. I didn't want to keep on going through that. Then, me and my mama, we used to bump heads because she didn't want the streets for me. You know what I'm saying? So.
Because she was already in the streets,
so
she knew
what it was gonna do. So like, she wanted better for me, but I was rebellious. So, in and out of juvenile, in and out of prison. That's what created not in and out of prison, but in and then home from prison, 16 till I was 31. And everything I've been through, I just put it in my songs, like. And then the crazy thing about it, I don't even write
No, he don't.
I don't write none of my
He
stuff.
don't.
I just started writing when we started working on this album like 9 months ago.
Okay. So you talented.
Yeah. So I don't write or nothing.
Bruh.
When I go in there, whenever beat you cut on, I'm just gonna go in there and it just come out.
And I'm telling you, I can vouch. We done recorded D&D, whole album, bro go in and just take off.
Yeah,
He just take
That's
off.
some talent.
Yeah.
Talent.
That you got some magic in you. I don't know. That's some.
It's like
something
paint.
different.
It's like paint. Like my team now. Like they were like you know you're well rounded. It's just like you can say something to me. I'm gonna paint a picture in my head, and the words just come out. Like I got word. Like it be times where I don't go to the studio where I be like I need to go to the studio because there's so many words just in my head, and it's like they just need to come out. And when it build up, sometimes I be all over the place on songs, but then I just go back
and put it together to make it sound the way it sounds. So speaking of that, like you went into your creative process basically. So that's your creative process. Whatever's in your head, you like, darn, I need to go to. Hey, okay, I'm on my way up there. I don't care who you got in the studio. Put them out right now because this got to come out of my head. Is that what you do?
I don't do that.
No, you agreed. He was like, yeah. K don't say nothing.
I say, regardless of the time it is, like it can be 12 o'clock in the morning, 2 a.m. Bro gonna make a call.
I ain't gonna lie, you call my phone at 2 o'clock in the morning talking about get to the studio. I'm be like, hey yo, nigga.
Now when you love it, when you got a passion for something though, like it just I used to spend the night in the studio.
Man, I remember I called bro like this summer, this getting out. This is 7 o'clock in the morning and he got there like what time was it? 10, 11? Yeah, 10 p.m. and he in there 7 in the morning. I done left already. Man, he like, man, we just got out. I'm like, just got out. Yeah. Man, bro be working, man.
I just go in there and sometimes I might do 3 or 4 songs, depending on how long I'm in there. I do 6. I done did 6 at the most, I think 5 or 6. And that's just taking my time with it. If I just go in there and I just throw everything together, I have more, but I like to, because I want to perfect it that first time before you got to master it and all that.
Right. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about something, because you kept on saying that you were in and out of jail. You said that you started at the age of 12 and you went up to 16. So what's your first charge you caught? Especially at 12. I'm just trying to figure this out.
Right.
Because I got a 15-year-old, so you
possession of marijuana. But this is what it is. You just pay attention to your kids.
Yeah,
you pay attention to them. Like, you observe them. You talk to them. Like, that's what's wrong with us now. I ain't gonna lie. Like, if you listen to a lot of the music, like Young Boy and all them, man, even me, like, at the age that I am, I went in as a child, but I was doing grown men things, and your mind don't develop until you 25, you know. So me coming out, I still had everything. That's like I trip on the comments in BG, when BG, and they like, you too old to be rapping about that. Nah, it's everything that you had inside of you that you need to let out before you can grow. That music be therapy for a lot of us. Music is therapy. Yes. Like, for us to record, it's like you gotta let out everything that you know what I'm saying? Even with, like, they say he dissed Baby them, but he really was just venting on everything that he needed to let out to get it all out of him. Because you still feel some type of way about situations until you talk about it. And I might not want to talk to the person that this song about, but I'm gonna talk on this microphone and hopefully they hear it.
That's facts.
I like that. Okay. So, your first charge was possession of marijuana. What's the longest that you've been incarcerated?
15 years and a month.
What was that for?
Murder.
Okay. So, you want to get into that?
Yeah, I was 15 years old when it happened, but I was 16 when I was incarcerated. I killed in the middle of a drug deal. I thought he was trying to rob me. He ended up being a CI.
Mm.
And I killed him. Like, like, now I be looking at it, I be like, man, it really wasn't nothing. Like, I could have let him leave with it, but then, again, as a man, we taught a thing called pride.
An ego.
An ego. Yeah. So we taught that, and that macho ego, it's in them. So it's hard to even let some things go, and you don't think about it. Like me now as a man, I think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because now I don't make decisions for me. I make decisions for my kids.
Right. Come on now, Joe.
So I got a question.
Question.
So you said he was a CI, so he was like undercover?
Yeah.
But so, like, that mean you possibly could have been going to jail already.
Yeah, I would have been going to jail, but I wouldn't have did nothing.
Yeah,
I was on probation, so at that time they probably would have locked me up till I turned 18 and let me back out.
Because you wouldn't have been charged as an adult.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been charged as an adult.
But this time you was charged as an adult, so that's how you was able to get the 15 years.
Yeah.
So was your original sentence 15 years, or did you just get out on parole?
I got out on parole. They let me out 3 months before I fled. They didn't want me to get straight out, just straight free.
Ah, that's how they do you, because they want you to mess up so you can go back.
They didn't want, but then even if I would have went back, I would have had like a month left. But the thing is, like, it I ain't gonna lie, like, it's crazy, but it helped me though. Just like prison kept me alive. Prison saved my life. So when them letting me out at the time, like with 3 months of probation, it still kept like a hold on me that made me just chill, sit back, and really be able to observe and think of what I wanted to do. But I ain't gonna lie, like my first 2 days out, I was in the studio. Cause I've sat in there for so long saying this is what I'm gonna do, so this is what I'm gonna do.
So you type of person that once you put your mind to, you really don't do. You don't procrastinate.
Until I'm dead, it's just like whatever I think about doing and I say I'm gonna do it, I stick to it. Once I start it, I'm gonna stick to it.
That's how you know you're gonna go to the side.
Yeah.
So let's talk about like.
And I work harder too. Then a lot of not to throw shots, but I work harder than any artist in the city. Like, name another artist that in 2 years, and I just came home from prison, but in 2 years, Friday, I've been home 2 years. The 18th was my second year. Friday, I'm dropping my 10th project. In 2 years.
That's a lot of projects.
That's a lot of projects.
That's a lot of projects. And
everybody had the experience. Everybody had, like, people, some of these artists, they don't went to jail, came home, went to jail, came home. But for the ones that just out here, you got a lot of dudes that make music, and they be cold, but I can't work with them for the simple fact of I ain't the one that, you ain't finna just get my song and not put it out, or get my song and you just want to jump on Triller and all that right there. You got to make the video. You got to, like if I'm jumping on something, because that's my time and that's my talent, I can take that verse and put that verse over here, right here, that I just said. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, that's why I don't really like working with a lot of artists either.
Okay.
But it's like they don't work hard enough. Like, and then they beef with each other a lot. So if we all was together or could come together, like I understand, like, some people ain't on this side no more, some people ain't on this side no more. You know what I'm saying? And we can't settle them differences. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? But then you got a lot of artists that just into it for no reason. Sometimes they don't even know. If you ask them what they really into it for, they ain't even gonna know, or why they don't like this artist.
One thing I like about just Huncho, just working with him, is he just be telling me like about the beef and stuff. Like, if he was to see somebody like in the studio that got beef with this person, got beef with that person, and he associate with them or however it be, he ain't even go like entertain it in that space.
Mm.
So we just we coming in here to work or whatever, and then handle everything else outside of the workspace.
So you know how to do business and personal. I do too. And it's a lot of people who don't know how to separate like business and personal. They like when it comes to personal, your feelings is right there. If you ain't got that EQ, that emotional intelligence or something like that, you don't know how to actually be like, darn, let me swallow this hard pill right now. Let me take care of business, because business is business. Like business is what's gonna get you your financial freedom. Business is what's gonna buy you back your freedom. Business is what's gonna put you on the map. Business is your image. Business is everything that you need. And a lot of people don't get that, so they like, darn, I'm finna handle this right now. Like that. It's like, hold up, this is big. Like that can wait. You know what I'm saying? And I like that. A lot of people can't do that. So kudos to shit. I'm gonna download your CD. I ain't going to now, just playing. So I'm gonna jump back briefly, because you spent half your life in prison. So I know that prison, it helped you to stay alive. Like, how was it being there for 15 years? Like, a lot of people, they go in there, and some people get out with the same mindset, the little boy mindset. They can be in there for 10, 15 years, and they get out on the same bullshit. And then some people get out, and they done gave their life to Jesus. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, and all them other characters. And some people get out, they Muslim. They don't eat. Yeah, they don't eat they don't eat nothing else. And some people get out, and it's like it's different effects.
It's like with me, I went in and treated it like, I had to do what I do. Like, as far as me not letting nobody do nothing to me, like, and I done been in gang wars, I done been in all that right there in prison, like, and really, like, 18, really, tell the truth, like, me and another crew got into it with each other 18 days before I came home. He pulled a knife out on me, and I guess he thought I was supposed to run, so I just looked at him like, what you gonna do with that? Like, swing it.
You gonna eat that, right?
Yeah, like, you can't do nothing but kill me. I'm gonna kill you. You gonna kill me. I'm gonna do the rest of my life in here. You gonna do the rest of your life in here. Like, I ain't gonna feel nobody or nothing. Like, he ain't swing it, Like, I just told him, well, let me go get mine. Let me show you what to do with it. But they stopped everything, because it was like, we ain't gonna let it be crip on crip. But at the end of the day, like, getting out here out the prison, if you don't go in there and learn, like, a lot of people wouldn't even know, even the way that I talk now, even though I got my accent and all that right there, a lot of people wouldn't even know I went to prison with a 6th grade education. I didn't know how to read or write.
You learned that?
Yeah, I learned it. I treated it like it was school.
Yeah. Okay.
I treated it like it was school.
As you should. That's good. So, during that time, I know that you was going through a lot. You had to think about your life. You had to protect yourself, things like that. So, did you even have like a creative process with you? I know you were able to come up with business plans and stuff, but like just thinking and writing it down, did you have a creative process in there? Or?
Yeah, I did. I really visualized everything in my mind. Mostly, like, I went to maximum security. I went to max when I was 20. So there was, like, I wrote movies and everything. I don't wrote movie scripts. Like,
are you gonna bring out some of the movies?
Yeah.
So we got some movies coming out.
We got like, it's top of the line music. Like I'm with the big dogs now. Like,
it's some stuff coming out that he can't talk about, basically.
It's on the way.
So quit asking questions about the movies, India.
Nah, you straight on the movie, like Ballaholic. And if anybody know what Ballaholic come from, you'll know, like, it was the top of the line records in Nashville with an artist by the name of Pistol.
I remember.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, now it's a revamp, and it's top of the line music with an artist by the name of Brf Huncho Sosa.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So Like the movie gonna be called Ballaholic and Ballaholic 2.
All right, so we got something to tap into real soon.
Yeah.
Well, soon enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
All right, so let's get into, since we have talked about some music and things like that, we got to know you a little bit, your childhood, what you done been through. Let's talk about some of these songs. Now listen. First, let's talk about where you get your inspiration, because I'm not gonna get into the songs yet. You know my saying, right?
Yeah.
You
What is it?
You can't stand my heat, stay out my kitchen.
I'm in there. Come on.
Okay, cool. I usually will have food and stuff, but we gonna get that set up real soon. I'll bring you back.
So now we in the kitchen.
We in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So we finna cook it up a little bit. You feel me? You gotta start with the prep. So I'm gonna prep you a little bit. You feel me? So let's go ahead and prep. Who is your influence? And the reason why I ask is because when I was listening to some stuff, it was one of my favorite artists. Yes, Kevin Gates. Oh my God, I can hear him, and you slick look like him.
A lot of people
You
say that,
favor
and
him.
a lot of people say that, and then to me, it's cool. Like I just got a congratulations from Haystack. Telling me, he was like, man, a lot of Haystack.
No offense to Haystack, y'all. I don't listen to him.
That's one of the OGs that's a rap pioneer from Nashville. He one of the top 5.
Okay.
Like if I can't say it wouldn't be no Jelly Roll if it wasn't for him, but I'ma say
it wouldn't be no Jelly Roll
if it wasn't for him.
Just
like,
be real.
Like Haystack, he was the.
Okay.
He was. I don't want to compare him to nobody but himself. Like he one of my. I ain't gonna lie. Look, we've been working, so he done turned into my number one. Yeah, he's my mentor. That's my big brother. Like he one of my mentors. But the big dog, that's I call him Pops. Like I call the big dog Pops. So it's like. But Haystack, this one, yeah, it's big bro. Like he just told me congratulations because he was like, I thought you just tried to like imitate everything that Gates did. He said,
I thought so too.
He said, nah. He said, you can't help it. He said, y'all like
yin and yang or something. Cause I could tell. I had to turn my music up a little bit, and I was like, I'm listening to Gates. So I was like, I ain't gonna lie. So I'm real honest. I called Kay because I had to do some research on you. I didn't get to get your background, but like just went through your page and stuff, and I'm like, he look thugged. I like my thugged. That's what I was thinking. I was like, he look thugged. He gonna cuss my ass out if I ask this one question. So I had to call. I was like, so what happens if I be like, hey, I listen to your music. You sound a little bit like Yates. Is that, so I know some people don't like being compared to people. So I was like, let me make sure.
I was like, it's straight. I was like, you can ask him that because we done talked about this a million times. Like
I can't help it. Like I talk. It's how I talk. Then it's just how it come out too. Like I don't. But he one of my inspirations though. Like Soulja Slim, my biggest inspiration though.
Okay.
Like that's like when you was when we was out keys, everybody wanted to be the hot boys or everybody wanted to be No Limit. Like Soulja Slim, like that's how I started rapping. Actually, I used to rewrite his songs into my own words and then go record them. And back then I would record on karaoke. On a karaoke machine.
Okay, karaoke.
I was about 10 years old recording on a karaoke machine.
I know that's right. So you've been in it.
Yeah,
you've been in the game.
I've been wanting to do it since Soulja Slim.
Yeah, you remind me a lot. Not even just the sound or the way you rap, because you do have your own style. Like you can hear your style, but you do take on a lot of Kevin Gates. But I can't say you take it on because you've been doing it since you was 10. But let me talk about this song. It was a song that you put out, and this song caught me off guard. Yo, I said, what he just say? So it talks about, first of all, the girl, I guess she told you moved to ATL. You moved to ATL. The girl make you come back because she said she was pregnant. You find out she wasn't pregnant. I think she ended up getting pregnant. But needless to say, you done fucked her sister best friend, probably the mama, the granny, the auntie, I said, oh, you get around.
Now I don't get around. I don't get around. I don't get around.
Is this something real though? Is this real life?
That's real life. Like that really happened.
Okay.
That really happened.
You gotta explain this. Cause this is like, I said,
I'm gonna get stabbed when this come out.
You did it with the sister. You didn't know about the sister.
That was her sister.
You didn't know about the sister. Did you get the sister pregnant too?
Nah, the sister said she was pregnant.
But she wasn't pregnant.
It wasn't my baby.
It wasn't. Yeah. Hold the hell up. Okay, so you messed with the sister. The sister was already pregnant.
Yeah.
And then she told you she was pregnant after you did something with her. Mm-hmm. Did the sister know that you was already messing with the other sister? Or like how did this go?
Yeah. She found out. This how she found. Yeah, she found out.
So y'all both found out at the same damn time.
Yeah, we found out. Ooh.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep this in there. Nah, we're gonna keep this in there. I'm gonna get stabbed though. But nah, like we found out, so she said, she like, this my sister. Like, damn. I'm like, she like, I like, yeah, this my girl. This and that. But I told her I had a girl though.
Hold on, this is during the okay, keep going. This is interesting.
So after that, I quit messing with the sister and was messing with the friend. But I was messing with both of them together though, really.
Hold on, together, like y'all they were
like
together,
dipping
like,
back and forth.
Dipping back and forth, or was it
hold on. It was supposed to be all three of us in a relationship together. Not in a relationship, but messing with each other.
A triangle.
Yeah. So.
Well, damn.
So what happened with that? Because you said it's supposed to be. This is so.
It was supposed to be like that, but the friend didn't know because the sister didn't tell her. So, but she was telling me one thing. So after that.
Oh, Lord.
After that, I had some other little stuff going on, so I wasn't trying to go home because I didn't want, it started off with me not trying to go home because I had some street stuff where some people knew where I stayed at, and I didn't want them going back and doing nothing, harming the kids or nothing like that, so I was on the move.
Right.
So, like, when we found out about them being sisters, the situation got cut off, and I was staying with the friend, and me and the friend ended up messing around.
So the sister, so it wasn't your girl's sister. I mean, it wasn't your girlfriend. It was your girl's sister's friend.
Yeah.
God, I feel like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people be asking me, is that real? I be like, yeah, it's real.
So okay, so
exactly
are you still with your girl?
Yeah.
That's like you're gonna get stabbed. So does she know about this?
Yes, she know about it.
So it's not gonna be a blind side.
No, ain't no blind side.
So why she gonna stab you?
She don't like talking about it. And then I'm smiling, but I smile at everything.
Yeah, you finna get cut off.
Okay, so we gonna give you some time to drop. I don't know. I wasn't gonna take this out because this is real interesting. I ain't gonna lie. I did tell you. It's certain things you can tell. I'm not cutting this shit out. But this is great. This is great.
This is content.
This is great.
We gotta keep that in there. Yeah.
We gonna definitely keep that in there. Okay, so. Obviously, you have real life rap. What is that? Reality rap?
Reality rap.
Okay, so this is reality rap. This ain't the rap where people be like, yeah, I was on the corner when I was 16. What is that? So this is really some shit that you done been through. So when you talk on your songs, this is some stuff. Yeah. So these are things that you already have been locked up for too, right? Before we put stuff out there.
What?
Some more rap songs.
You ain't gonna. I ain't gonna never talk about nothing.
Okay, okay. I'm just making sure.
I ain't gonna never.
Because some people be saying on themselves.
I ain't. One thing about it, I know the law.
We need to confiscate everything.
See, I know the law, and what they doing now, I did that back when I was rapping before I got locked up, and the detectives went to the studio and tried to get, cause for real, like my brother told on me. My brother told
your blood brother, like same mama, same daddy.
That's my brother. It was supposed to be my daddy's son, but
so it wasn't your.
But we grew up as brothers.
So he was
like,
right.
Yeah, he was envious me. Yeah, because he was close around. So yeah, he wasn't jealous. He was envious. Like, and he went and told some stuff happened. He went and told them people that I rapped about it, and I did rap about it.
Right. And he
went and told them to go to the studio, and they went to the studio. Just so happened, my homeboy had the studio, so it was his studio, and shit, I could talk about it now because the case over with. He after I finished saying that, he erased it off the computer and stuff. I had the CD.
So I'm glad you got a friend that looked out for you.
Yeah.
So is that what you was talking about on one of your songs where you said your family turned their back?
Nah. This been since I've been out. This for real. This is why I say it.
So this is recent when your family turned their back.
I had family. Well, I mean, they my relative. They not my family.
So they relatives.
Yeah, they relatives. We related through blood. Lord, to make me family to you.
I know that's right. You better speak some shit now. I get that. So you talked about that. So that's something that's recently happened. So how does that make you feel? Like
I don't feel no type of way about it. Like a lot of stuff. Like I'm one of them people. If you can get around it, you ain't got to kill about it. If you got to kill about it, you just can't get around it. So if I ain't gonna kill you over something, like I just leave it alone.
Well, hopefully,
right.
That's what I'm saying. I just leave it alone. Like I just leave them people alone. Like
them people need to leave you alone. Them people need to leave you alone.
Yeah. I always tell him, bro, stay in the studio, bro.
Don't go around people.
Yeah, I don't. I be by myself. I go around my brothers. Like I got some.
It's not the same brother that snitched on you.
Yeah, he won't come around me. I ain't gonna do nothing.
He said he ain't gonna do nothing to you, bro.
Right. So
you can come back around. He forgave.
I don't want him around.
Might not.
I forgive
don't
you,
come
but I
around.
don't forget. I forgive, but I don't forget. Like I won't forget. Like and then for the longest you lied, you couldn't have lied to me because I read it in my paperwork. It's a thing called emotional discovery when you get locked up. Like I read it that my brother told on me. And he was lying.
So he tried to lie about it, but you already.
Yeah, but I already got the paper. So me being childish at the time, after he kept lying right before I came home, I talked to him right before I came home. Cause he hit me up on Facebook. I'm like, bro, when you get out, I can get you a job and this and that. So I was on my way out the door at the time. So me being childish, I just sent him
the paperwork.
Yeah.
So what was his response?
He was sorry. He was like, I'm sorry, bro. If I would have knew it was gonna have you gone this long and that, I wouldn't have did it. I'm like, man, you ain't gotta apologize now.
So it's over now.
He told about like the murder part? Something that you had spoken about.
Oh shit, so this is about the murder.
Yeah, it was about the murder.
Oh hell no. See, he went too far.
It was about the murder.
I thought it was about some little shit.
What they said? Did he get scared? They said they was finna lock him up for the murder or something?
He ain't had nothing to do with it.
So he just came forward?
He just came forward. He was just like, was he having bad dreams or some shit?
Oh no.
He can't have no bad dreams if you wasn't around it, you didn't do it, he just.
So he just volunteered.
Yeah.
That was that's some real envious stuff.
That's crazy.
So he part of the reason that you was.
He ain't gonna say he part of the reason. I'm the whole reason why I'm.
Because it was your decision.
It was my
accountability.
Decision, but he
added some little extra.
He helped.
Yeah,
he helped them.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Okay, so we talked about that song. This is gonna probably get you stabbed, but I don't believe in sorry because I'm not a sorry human being, but I do apologize if you do get stabbed. Just survive. Yeah. At least through my interview.
And then I'm gonna write another song.
Yeah.
Well, not
about
write another song, but I'm gonna make another song.
Yeah.
About being stabbed.
Damn. Because of your other song.
Yeah, because of this podcast.
And that mean
the bosses and brushes, you done got stabbed.
I produced that one, so I gotta produce the next one. Fuck
Damn.
it.
Is this the D&D?
That was Kane for that song right there. This song just don't give me stabbed called Kane for.
Yeah.
This what you came for. So.
And then was that supposed to be in love? You did the little Kevin Gates part on that.
Sit outside your house banging Kevin Gates supposed to be in love. Yeah.
Okay, y'all better.
Cause you know.
And then he sounded like him right there. He did the harmonizing so you can sing.
But
you can sing, Huncho. I know you can. This cool.
Nah,
That's
bro
cool.
can't. He versatile. That's like when we did Soul Dance. He mentioned what was that? Karma come right back around. You get what you get. Yeah.
Karma come right back around.
I know that's right. So let's talk about D&D.
Mm-hmm.
What was the concept behind this? Like, I know you probably just put it down. You didn't even think nothing about it. But I know that you heard the beat and you was just like, you started flowing. But where did it come from? Talk about D&D.
D&D. We made that in what, May?
Yeah.
May.
I want to say that's one of the first times we recorded together.
Yeah.
And what's so crazy is me and Kay had already been talking about working together a year ago.
But I moved to Houston. So I think this is when he was just getting out.
Mm-hmm.
I moved to Houston, left for 6 months, then finally came back, and then we just connected at the studio.
And we went in there, D&D, that song right there.
Woo.
It's tough, bro.
I was high.
Had that cup in there.
Yeah.
That don't you talk about that purple in that darn song?
Yeah.
Because I know with that song you talk about basically you keep the
Percocets, it helped me cope with everything.
Yeah.
It did help me cope with everything. Now I'm happy. I'm in a happy state.
How did you get there from that?
From everything that I've been through, one day I just woke up and was and I just ain't gonna let nothing bother me no more. If it do bother me, I'm just gonna, you know what I'm saying? And then, now, I just had my son. So, little dude need me. My daughter, she 18. She was born when I had her when I was 14.
Damn,
and
so she grew up 15 years.
She grew up 15 years without me. She was finna turn 2 when I got locked up.
Mm.
And I'd be like, man, my son, I can't let that happen.
Wait, so you got a daughter?
This 18 and his son,
My son
had.
just had.
So, you think that you being locked up affects her? Because I feel like I just talked about something on, I did a little shorty or whatever today, and that's crazy how it's in alignment with this. Because I feel like all kids need their fathers, and their little girls definitely need fathers because people feel like, no, they don't really, it's not as much. It's not needed as much as boys is, but you got to think about how these women are nowadays that were fatherless. They hoes.
It's equally needed.
No.
It's equally.
You had to say it like that.
It be. I ain't gonna say they all be hoes, but everybody, they all have daddy issues. That's why they be.
And finding boyfriends and stuff.
They trying to find their daddy, and that's why they be like, you gotta spoil me. Them hoes ain't never been. I mean, them females. Have never.
But see, it's
No, I don't talk like this, y'all. I swear.
I'm like, what the fuck, idiot?
No, I apologize. No, because I get mad because you gotta think about it. I'm a whole, I look at myself like a goddess out here. And it's hard for me because of these hoes. I mean, these females that weren't raised properly. So that's when I get it's a passion thing. So if you are kudos to you, I apologize.
Now they all don't be hoes. It's just hard for them to find a man. Cause
they want to go.
They go from nigga to nigga though.
This what it be. No.
They gold diggers.
Most of the gold diggers, you know why they gold diggers? Because they mama. They seen their mama. They seen their mama doing.
And they daddy. They wanna be. They do that because the streets taught them. Just like the streets taught the dudes.
If a dad is they looking for a daddy, and they in every man. That's why they end up men to men because
they don't call it a hoe.
No, because they might not. To me, a hoe is somebody that just fuck and she ain't been in a relationship with him or nothing. She ain't even thinking about being in a relationship. She just fucking.
Just getting passed around.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we all got that.
Hold on, mess with the whole Nashville.
I mean, well, the way that you're talking about it, if they're looking for their daddy and different men, and they done
because you got
play
some,
hopscotch.
because you got some women.
Let me throw a rock right here and I'm gonna skip that nigga.
Because you got some women that might can't keep a man.
That's why I'm dead.
They might not be able to keep a man. So with them not being able to keep a man, it look like they just horn around, but really they searching for somebody that they ain't even know, which is their daddy.
That's deep. I agree. I'm sorry, female.
They searching for some. They don't even know what they don't even know what they searching for. It's just like with males without the father. We searching for a father figure in the streets, but in every male that we meet. That's why you always like, what up, big homie, what up, OG. You know what I'm saying? People looking for that. Like I call like the head, you know what I'm saying, the big dog on top of the line, you know what I'm saying, I'm big dog, but the big dog, you know what I'm saying, up top of the line, the slim, I'm gonna say the slim up top of the line, with me being the bird baby, his brother, the slim up top of the line music. I call him my pops. You feel me? Like that's pops, like that's who taught me, like he part of the upbringing of me in prison, like, and my real father, he got killed when I was 13 on Christmas Eve. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you search for that, and I quit looking once I met him. Once I got around him and was able to gain what he was giving me, and what he was giving me was different from what other people was giving me throughout my whole life. Was he was giving me a male role model, like, even though, you know what I'm saying, and he ain't never showed me different. And then a lot of the dudes that I looked up to when I was younger, now I be like, damn, why I was listening to you? Why was I listening to you? I shouldn't have never listened to you. I'm smarter than you.
Yeah.
Because you still in the same position that you was in when I left.
But at the time, you wasn't smarter than him, so you felt like you wasn't.
I feel like everything that they were saying was right, but that shit was wrong as hell.
Yeah.
So that's what I was trying to get to. Like, as children growing up without the fathers, you know, it's hard whether it's male or female. Like, going off of, I'm gonna say off the whole thing, but at the end of the day, I do feel like, okay, they're not guided properly, and I can see that by who they, like, what they are, because even if they're not a hoe, they still gold diggers. Yeah. They still, like, I'm finna take a nigga for his pockets, or
that's something that they learn from that's something that they learned in the streets, though.
Exactly, but you gotta think about it. If they learned that in the streets, there's a lot of people that even if they mama taught them, you gotta think about the men that they mama brought around, because their father wasn't there to regulate
that's
that.
what they seen.
So that's what they seen, because their father wasn't there to regulate that. They didn't have that masculinity, so they looking at it like, darn, well, shit, mama got this nigga buying her this and da-da-da-da. So that's what's happening. At the end of the day, it does start at home, but even as a mother myself, I have 2 boys and a little girl. I have to figure out, like, ways, like, darn, they dads, they need their fathers. Point blank, period. Now, it may be if they're toxic and they not mentally stable and they're not, like, a great figure, then, okay, here goes some stipulations here. Like, you got to get your shit together before you even be around my kids, because you're not even healthy for yourself right now. But when they get to that point, it's like they need you. You got to get your shit together. You feel me? And because at the end of the day, like, I had that femininity, and my femininity, I'm in my divine femininity. So all I want to do is heal. I want to nurture, and I want to teach. That's what I want to do. I don't want to be like, oh, go sit your ass down. I don't want to be masculine. You feel me? So they need that.
But see,
they need that guidance.
That's what a lot of stuff go wrong here too. When parents yell at their kids like that all the time, it create like PTSD. That's what create a lot of liars and connivers.
Narcissists.
Yeah, and kids. Yeah. That's what created the yelling. Cause when you yell it, like it's a man, really though, if you pay attention to it, like, where did that come from? well, we yell at, it came from slavery.
Yeah.
That's where it came from. It came from slavery. Like, when you look at it, like, that's the master mindset. Right. When you yelling at your kids like that, your kids basically become slaves and you become master. You feel me? Deep. Like, because you can go so many different ways with that. Because even in prison, I could tell somebody not to do something. They gon', man, I ain't studying this and that. But then let an officer tell them that. You know what I'm saying? Let an officer tell them that. What you gonna do?
You know what I'm saying?
You gonna
because you don't want to get in trouble.
You feel me? So it's the mindset, like, when you yelling at them.
But yeah, so that's another thing. So if there's just a mother, sometimes as a mother you gotta yell because you ain't got that masculinity. When you come in there, they just shut down because, you know, it is a point, like, with my kids, they respect me. Like, yeah, I do have to yell sometimes, but sometimes I can just get them, they look, and they like, all right, she ain't playing. But at the end of the day...
You hear what you just said, though? Not to cut you off. They respect you. It's not a lot of respect. It's not a lot of respect in kids now because everybody hurt and everybody listening to it. You know, like, ain't nobody paying attention now. You pay attention to your kids if they respect you. Like, they not scared of you. They respect you.
Yeah, because and I got an open door policy with my kids, too. Yeah. They talk to me about everything. Like, my 15-year-old, he tell me everything. Yeah. He ain't lost his virginity yet, but, you know, he told me, he said, Mama, I ain't going to even tell my daddy first. I'm going to tell you.
But that's because he respects you. He might feel his daddy. He might feel his daddy going to have something to say to Donald because you know, I don't know his daddy, but as a man, it'd be hard for us to talk. Like, I talk about a lot of stuff, like, but it's like it'd be hard for us to talk really because we always been taught to hold everything and suppress everything. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
You gotta suppress. That's what we always have to do. Suppress. Don't cry.
And you know what? That's another thing I don't do. Like, when it comes to my little boys, like, yes. Even my little girl, she got because I'm now tapped into emotional intelligence. So I teach my kids what I learned. So I tell them, like, if you crying, you have to, like, I'm going to let you go cry, but you better come back with a reason of why you crying. You got to tell me if it's valid. And you also got to break down, if it is valid, then how you going to get over that. If it was triggering, then tell me that it triggered you. How did it trigger you? How you going to get over that? You feel me? Like, if it's a valid thing, then if it's valid, figure out what made it valid and then overcome that so it don't happen again. Because the only reason why that you, like, if you angry, even when it comes to anger, like, all right, you mad? Cool. Go figure out why you mad and come back and tell me why you mad and let me know if it's valid. And if it's not valid, don't do it again. But if it is valid, let's figure out how we're going to overcome it. Yeah. That's how I teach my children.
But it's a good method, though. Because, and then it's teaching. It's teaching. It's not talking at. You know what I'm saying? It's not talking at.
Hold on. Alright.
They over there on the ukulele.
Hold on, we finna do this right now. You should see my face. We gotta cut that out.
No,
okay.
Do we do commercials? Y'all do.
I don't know how to do no commercials. I'm gonna play
I'm saying, right what I'm saying, that need to be something on the show, because they're right there.
Hey, so y'all, listen. We over here, we having a great conversation. We not gonna pause it this time.
We hear banjos and
we hear some banjos. We hear some, I don't know.
Somebody over there yodeling.
She definitely sounded like she was yodeling. I know everybody, he was deep into it. Everybody just stopped and looked like, what the fuck is that? Yodelers get paid a lot, don't they? Mm-hmm. Like, that is a banjo, ain't it? Mm-hmm. That's a real life banjo?
Yeah, they in there like, wow.
Yeah.
They probably smoking in some more, because that's some hippie shit.
No, they do be getting high.
They need to take that shit to Bonnaroo at this point.
They be smoking in there?
Let me go over there.
Them over here. They do. They came in. You got some gas? I'm like,
because they smell him. Okay, my bad. Listen. Okay. I don't even know what was we saying before the
Don't
yellow.
ask me.
You know
like
what?
About you teaching your kids.
Yeah, teaching.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's the
game.
difference. Teaching and talking at. if you talk it, God damn.
I know.
If you talk it.
Is that Tim over there?
Yeah, it is.
Alright.
Okay, let's try to.
I'm finna get mad because I done told both of them.
Yeah.
Told both of them already. They
Now
know
we
the
all gonna have to come out there. They
Now,
know.
because we all got a little group chat with all the people who ran out this motherfucker. This was going on every Tuesday between this time and this time. Everybody agreed, so they need to get together. So do you want to go out now? Who gonna be me? I mean, I feel like I did casually, like, you know, because I don't know. They ain't gonna like me.
Talk about that. But yeah, piggybacking off of that, you know, the difference between teaching and talking at.
Yeah, you can teach your kids. Like, it's better to teach. Like, you gonna yell and all that, and they gonna get scared. It puts you in the shell, it's gonna make them shut down.
Yeah, and I feel like me personally, my mama, she yelled all the time, and now her kids can't come and talk to her about certain stuff, because if we telling you something and all you doing is just yelling at us, that's gonna push us away.
Yeah, and then you wonder why you hear everything from everybody else.
Yeah,
because
nah, for real.
I can't talk to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, you know when I got shot, I called because he was there. But, you know...
What's wrong with it?
You know when I got shot, my mama got mad because I called my granny first and told her before I told my mama. Because you finna be, nope, I don't need all that right now.
You need somebody
Not
to calm. You need the calm state.
Yeah.
You need to be able to let's talk. Like, because if you can't, see me, I don't like to argue. Because if I gotta argue, then once right. That means I'm mad when I'm arguing. So when I'm arguing, I get mad, then I gotta hit. Like, right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm gonna hit you.
I'm gonna hit you. That's it.
That's one of my reasons. That's why I don't argue with women. Like, a woman can get the and I just look at it and just walk off, because I ain't gonna hit you. Like, it's like, bro.
But did he just say he was gonna hit you?
Nah, I don't want to hit you. You feel me? Like, okay, put it like it. I don't want to hit you, cause like, and then you got women that'll hit you.
Man, nah, for real. Kate, shut up. You a girl.
Oh wait,
you a girl.
I'm more masculine.
Like, you are more masculine, Kate.
Yeah, like,
she's more masculine.
You got women that'll
start calling you.
That'll
nah,
hit
you got me. Those are my pronouns. It's still she, okay, but we all know.
Like, you got women that'll hit a man and make a man like you, and you might hit a man the wrong way. You hit him hard, and he feel like you know what I'm saying? Like,
you a whole nigga now.
Yeah, you turn into a whole nigga, like.
And now it's a domestic situation.
Yeah.
Cause you laid out.
Cause you don't supposed to hit him. You know, I mean, you can hit him, man, and people gonna be like, but it's a woman, but she hit me somewhere where it hurt. You know what I'm saying? You knocked out my tooth, and I don't supposed to hit you back.
Well, like,
you know what I'm saying?
Now you around like,
going to jail.
Why you do that?
You gonna go to jail without your tooth, then you gotta get dental work and all that.
And then you gonna go back right to him. Like, you gonna come right back home.
That's how most situations is. Nah,
you know what?
If the police, if a female call the police on me, I'm not messing with her no more.
That's a good
Cause she gonna have you back. She gonna have you in jail back and forth.
Yeah, that's true. I've always been put in a position to where it's like I never put myself in a position to be treated like a man. I was in an abusive relationship, and a lot of people cannot stand him. But I forgave him now. He's, you know, the father of my children. So it's like I forgave him, and I'm able to like now and he locked up because. I mean, shit, he tried to choke me out. He almost killed me. He started swelling the trachea in my neck. Nigga, you tripping. Like, I didn't even have to press charges. The state picked it up because I had to go to the hospital. If I would have laid down and went to sleep, guess what? I would have died in my sleep. So,
right.
Yeah, he was tripping.
He, you know, it was a point where I never put, like, I was always taught, never put yourself in a position to be treated like a man. So, I never hit him. But it was a point in time where I got fed up. Nigga, you not finna keep on putting your hands on me.
Right.
Like, now I'm finna fight back. So,
I can see that, though. I can see a woman fighting a man that's coming in there, he beating on her from the night. Like, if a man beating on you and you get tired of this, you better be, like, on the nuff. Like
yeah.
Jennifer Lopez or my favorite Tina Turner.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In the back of the limousine.
And that's
you know
how
what I'm
it
saying?
was one time.
Like I don't like if a man just come in, he just beating on you for no reason.
Well, it would be points where I got a mouth on me. You piss me off.
But that's still
I got a mouth on me.
That's still something. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
Cause like most of the time, I ain't gonna lie. To me, most of the dudes that whoop women, they ain't gonna do nothing to no man anyway.
And that's you know how you know something like when people no hell no. You know something, I don't care. Like I ain't gonna lie, my daddy is from Louisiana. A lot of my family is from that part, but it's something in me like if I gotta do voodoo on you for you to love me, buddy, it's not even worth it. It's just it's things about me.
Yeah,
I'm a feeling, and you can't get that feeling back.
That's voodoo.
No, you a feeling? I'm a feeling. But let me tell you, it was you threw me off because it was really something important I was gonna say. Darn, Joe, we gotta get up out of here. We've been there for a whole 2 hours having a conversation, but no, like it was important.
Nah, what you was.
I'm sitting here listening to both of
y'all. It was really good though. It was something that was really. Oh yeah, you know how you said a lot of women can't keep a man. Well, my grandparents raised me, so I had two parent households. So my papa was there, my grandmother was there. My mom was there, but she was on drugs, so she really wasn't. And thank God she's clean now. She's been clean for a while outside of liquor, but yeah. My dad, he was in and out. He was still trying to figure out if he even wanted to be a daddy. Let's just be real. But I had my granddaddy, so that was like my daddy. But it was one thing my grandma told me, because my papa and my grandmother is going on almost 70 years married. Okay? Yeah, congrats. I don't know how they did that shit. But,
I do.
I do too, because if you find the right person, you can really get it done.
Right.
But it was the fact that like my grandmother taught me how to keep a man, but she never taught me when it was time to walk away. And I had to learn that.
Nah, okay. Go back to when I said I do. That's how they kept it. That's how they kept it. You never know. Your granddaddy might have cheated. Might have other kids on the other side of town. But it's just something about the woman that they sat down and married back then. They just let it go. Like my granny just told me a whole bunch of stuff that blew my mind, and then I went and heard it from somebody right here and heard it right here after she said it, and it was like, damn, that's true. You know what I'm saying about my granddad? Like
that's like my granddad. Well, I don't live with granddad, but like a couple years ago, his son that we didn't know about came and knocked on my granny door.
Yeah,
and was like, I'm looking for my daddy. And my granny was like, who is your daddy? And he had on a piece of paper where his mama sent him, like, the address. So we all, like, my granddad was gone at the time. We all like, what? Like, this your dad? Whole time, my dad had a whole nother son on my granny.
Yeah.
But she still stayed. They were married for like 30-some years. Like.
Yeah, that's how it be. Man, it's crazy how it is. Like, back them
the grandparents,
grandparents and great, my granddad, even down to my great, you know what I'm saying, like granddad, but my granddad was
yeah, I've been learning about him ever since he was gone. I'm like, I be like, lucky you weren't here as much as you talked about us.
Uncles I ain't met, and I got an uncle.
Granddad, what was you doing? Out here doing everything. I got some uncles I ain't met,
and I got an uncle that I ain't know that was my uncle. But I've been around him my whole life.
Dang, yeah, that's the grandparents.
Like, for real,
I always say I want that type of love, but I don't know. I don't think I can say it.
I want the healthy relationship. The friend relate, like you my friend, so you can talk to me about anything. Like you gonna come to I ain't gonna ever be blindsided about anything because you gonna let me know up front because that's the type of person I am.
Mm-hmm.
Like the type of woman I am, I'm an open book. I'm gonna tell you everything. I'm gonna tell you when a nigga was in my inbox tried to holler at me. I'm be like, damn, man, this nigga just tried to holler at me. Or even when a person that I used to talk to them call my phone at 2:00 in the morning trying to get something, be like, dang, what you call my phone for? Like he called me and tried to lie and say it was a pocket dial type shit. You know, it's stuff that I tell that niggas be like, damn, hold on, I can't. You too honest. Like, what the hell you got? And it's like,
But
no, it's so you won't be embarrassed.
Yeah, but they not used to it though. They don't. Nobody like the truth, but I already had the truth. If you tell me the truth, we can work around it. And that's what the granddaddy and grandmama had. They had that like, I'm gonna tell you the truth about this. You know what I'm saying? Before I'm gonna let you know before anybody else tell you, oh look, I did this right here, and it's a possibility that this child might be mine. And that's what I get. I can say it through my music. I can't say that to nobody. Like, I can tell somebody, like, look, I got a girl, so whatever, like, I could be honest like that, but to have to go back and be like, because I went through it.
Right.
And they were like, damn, I got to tell her she pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I got to tell her she pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's just all about, then, like, it's all about the man, too.
Yeah.
It's all about the man.
It is. I agree 1000%. Well, we gonna start. We gave y'all a lot. We gonna have to do
we
part
gonna
two.
do this and
We gonna have to definitely do a part two because this one was good and we got. I feel like
it was
it's a lot more.
Than music.
This went way deeper in music, and that's what I want people to do. Like when you come on here, it's all about like boss talk and not just boss talk, but also getting to know. Especially when I have artists or entrepreneurs, it's like I want people to get to know you for you because you. Like, once someone falls in love with who you are, they finna support everything you do. Right. And so my thing is, how am I gonna help this artist come up? And that's by getting to know you, hearing you.
And it's well appreciated.
Not just the music. Oh, no. Definitely. So, I got just a couple of questions. So, one, we did talk a lot about kids, and I always like to talk about how, like, advice to young boys out there that could be in the streets who don't got their father, who could be going through some things with you, but they have visions like you had. What can you tell them?
Stick to your visions. Stick to your visions. You ain't got to do everything what everybody else doing. One thing about it, like I tell my little sons, my little 2-year-old, like even with my baby, like I just when I call my kid, I be like, man, they ain't stop. They gonna be some gangsters. People like, why you call them gangsters? Because they is. They gonna be gangsters. They ain't gonna be no thugs. You ain't gotta be no thug to, you know what I'm saying? You can be a gangster. Lawyers, you got lawyers that's gangsters. You got judges, they gangsters. To me, them the gangsters, the ones that use their mind and you don't follow nobody. Like, you don't follow nobody. Somebody might inspire you. You might look up to somebody like you gonna be a gangster and a gentleman. Like, that's how I look at it. Like, that's my other way for saying, nah, he just hard body. I ain't gotta say that. Like, it is what it is. You're a gangster. You know how to think. You know how to speak. You carry yourself different than a lot of people. You don't have to be with 100 people to stand up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be a gangster. You gonna keep it gangster. Like, that's just it's just a slang. Like, I guess from Pockhead Thug. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just a gangster. Like. And it's like, I know a lot of people look at it like, you got a son, why you just don't call it? Like, it's just a way that we speak. Like, I don't want my sons to be thugs. I want them to go to school. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't gotta go do this and go. You don't gotta have no gun to kill something. You know what I'm saying? To be a gangster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you want a gun, grow up. Go get your gun license. You know what I'm saying?
Right, do it
the gangsters is the ones. The gangsters is the ones that survive. A gangster gonna survive. A thug gonna end up in jail or dead.
Oh.
Right. Ooh,
yeah, I better listen to that. That's deep.
He dropping
some gems. He dropping some gems today. I like it. No, okay. So, another thing, outside of that, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years?
Yeah.
In 5 years, top of the line music gonna be like, I'm gonna be like 50 Cent. I'm here like top of the line. Nah, I'm gonna be up there though. It's gonna be one of them labels like G Unit, like when you see G Unit, CMG, it's top of the line music that's gonna be, and I'm gonna have artists up under me.
Okay.
I'm a hair artist. I'm be able to help and give a lot of people opportunities in not just the music or the entertainment, but in just business, period. Like, whether it's a restaurant, letting somebody work it, I don't do, like, everything I do, I don't think about myself. I do everything for my kids, but I do everything to
add value to others.
to others.
That's
You know what I'm
life's
saying? That
purpose.
opportunity, like that's my purpose. Like, I found my purpose, and I know my purpose, and to get to my, and to be able to get to what I'm destined for, I have to use music as my outlet to get, you know what I'm saying, or my, that's gonna be my door opener.
That's your tool to financial freedom. That's your tool to freedom. Period.
Yeah.
Right. Music.
Yeah. And it's gonna create generational wealth for my kids.
I know that's right. I like that. And last question I have, because this is Bosses and Brunches, and don't y'all, I know I'm gonna get some comments about what a brunch at is coming. Don't run up on me.
Yeah.
But anywho,
So we supposed to have waffles and fruit.
I can cook my ass off.
Look.
Whew. I can cook my ass off, but I gotta find the space to be able to put a table, because
See,
my
and
vision
this thing, like, even though you'll be big with this, your vision, but just think, me, I'm the type, I came in here, I see it set up, I see everything. Like, when I get a deal, and just once the deal come, get a like a warehouse, and then just be able to set up everybody. Just like you say, you need more space and all that. Like, that's the type of stuff I look at.
Yeah.
Like, I look at building production and all that right there, and just building.
Yeah.
Cause this is what's needed.
Man, for real.
Thank
Talk with
you.
us.
Talk with us. My last question is, which I feel like you have talked like it, you have shown it, you have said things to give this answer, but what makes you a boss?
My mindset.
Nah, he got a
You
mindset.
definitely
One of a
got
kind.
that boss
Like,
mindset.
you can always
My
learn
mindset.
something.
And I always say that, like, I tell people that I'm not a leader. I'm a boss. Malcolm, Martin, they were leaders. You know what I'm saying? I'm a boss. I always tell people that my mindset, my imagination, I would, like, just, because that's, you know, and then the knowledge.
I like that. Well, I want to thank you so much for coming on Bosses and Brunches.
Thank you for having me.
This has been a great interview. I hope you
Right.
enjoyed it just as much as I did. Last thing is, thank y'all so much for watching and tuning in to Bosses and Brunches, collaborating with
K Productions.
yes, and thank
Brf Huncho Sosa.
yeah.
And it's the same thing on Instagram. Brf Huncho Sosa.
What's your other tags? You got anything outside of Instagram? YouTube?
I got YouTube, BRF Huncho Sosa.
Apple Music?
BRF Huncho Sosa on all music platforms. And I got when this coming out?
This probably be out the end of February.
Okay, the end of February, where
You already got something coming up on January 27th.
January 26.
26.
Oh, I thought it was the 26th.
Because I got my release party the 27th.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay.
Yeah, my release party the 27th. But Signed to the Trenches 3 coming out January 26th. So when this come out, it's out now.
Yeah, so if you ain't got it yet, it's out now. So
Go
we're going to
stream
go
it.
ahead and stream it, go download, do all that stuff, show some love. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe, all that other good stuff right now. Right now. Like, I need you to go ahead and subscribe and like, share, and comment. The comments, if you are negative, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, we ain't
I'm
doing
nice. I'm nice, and I will delete your comment. But you get too disrespectful. That's all I'm saying.
We go get Huncho now.
We gonna get Huncho. Yeah, we gonna get
Hit the
Huncho.
button and subscribe.
Yeah, click that button and subscribe. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to Bosses and Brunches again.
Yeah.
It's guided to you. And yeah, we enjoyed you. Peace.
So it's coming out the end of 20.
Yeah, can you turn it off?
Yes.
Yeah.